Number one, in regards to the executive orders, number one, the withdrawal from the Paris agreements, like literally as Los Angeles is on fire, you want to withdraw from the Paris climate agreements after the hurricanes that hit the East Coast just months ago. You want to withdraw from the Paris climate agreement? Like, I don't understand, but I guess we'll just all burn. And then you had also, one of the other executive orders was to withdraw from the World Health Organization. So I don't know whether or not you're aware of it, but there is bird flu is spreading. We're just coming off of the last time this individual was in office, COVID. But this is the best time to withdraw from the World Health Organization. Okay. He also signed an executive order to freeze hiring within the federal the departments, and at the same time said that federal workers need to come back to work in the office. I don't know why this is so important to you all. Somebody put this in the comments for me, explain it to me where a person works as long as the work is getting done. You got empty buildings. My suggestion is great places for some of the unhoused people. You want to complain about unhoused folks, but you don't want to supply any facilities. Well, if you have empty buildings that people don't want to come back to work in, but they're still doing the work, they're still being productive, then why not use the buildings for other resources in other areas? So that's what I have to say on that one. You got a whole executive order to get people to come back to the office. Like, that's just weird to me, especially now that we've seen how this can work out for everyone. But I'm going to move on. ICE raids have begun. Apparently they have begun. They put a pause because the information leaked. But, you know, in a sanctuary city near you, look for these ICE raids to begin. Now the DEI programs, this was another executive order getting rid of the DEI programs. But again, corporations can do whatever they want to do. That was just for federal programs. Restoration of freedom of speech. I mean, people are saying whatever the hell they want to say all over the place. So I don't understand why this is even a conversation. The removal of reproductivehealth.gov, that page is now gone from the White House website. Also, the Spanish translation of everything that was on the White House page is gone. And then it literally says, go home, in the middle of the page. Like, child. Okay, so then he also signed an executive order to only recognize 2 genders. Wonder how what's her name? Caitlin. Wonder how Caitlin is feeling about that one. So only recognize 2 genders. And also remove the policy that will protect transgender people in prisons. And I'm quite sure these private prisons jumped on that as well. Okay, so stop all government censorship. Again, people all over are saying whatever the hell they want to and doing whatever the hell they want to. And which brings me to some changes on IG. So on Instagram, I don't know if you all have noticed, but on Instagram this morning, I woke up to following Melanie.